in the storm, yet even he carries wounds too deep for magic to mend. Tillman, the Earth Guardian, is strength personified, grounded, protective, and wise. He doesn't speak much, but when he does, his words carry weight. His connection to Willow is immediate, silent, but strong as stone. Gaster, the Air Guardian, is mischief and mystery, ever shifting, ever curious. He dances through conversations like wind through leaves. Beneath the playfulness, however, is razor-sharp intellect and a heart scarred by betrayal. Together, they form the core of Willow's new reality. But forging the Veto Nexus is not just about magic or duty. It is about trust, vulnerability, facing the parts of herself that were broken and hidden away. She must open old wounds and let them bleed in order to heal. Because this isn't just her journey, it's theirs. As Willow grows into her power, the bonds between her and her guardians begin to deepen. Not all connections are equal, and not all feelings are welcome. The story does not shy away from desire. It embraces it. The love that blossoms among the Nexus is not tame or neat. It is raw, complicated, and often painful. But through each trial, each emotional storm, Willow begins to reclaim parts of herself she thought were lost forever. But even as she learns to wield the magic coursing through her veins, dark forces stir. The ritual that nearly ended her life was no isolated event. It was part of a larger scheme, an ancient order known only as the Hollow Thorn, who seek to corrupt the elemental balance and harness its power for their own twisted agenda. And they know about Willow. They know what she is. They will stop at nothing to break the Nexus. The realm of Elementra begins to fracture. Nature recoils. The skies bleed. Creatures once thought extinct crawl from the forgotten corners of the world. Each element begins to falter, and the Guardians grow weaker with it. It becomes clear that Willow is more than just the center of the Nexus. She is the source. Without her, the entire realm will fall into entropy. To stand against the Hollow Thorn, Willow must undergo the rite of root, a sacred journey into the Tree of Origin, the heart of all magic in Elementra. It is here that she learns the truth of her lineage. She is not merely chosen. She is descended from the first Warden, a woman who once bound the elements together in harmony, only to be betrayed by those she trusted most. Willow's soul carries the echo of that betrayal. Her journey is not just about unlocking magic or defeating an enemy. It is about rewriting the end of a story that began centuries ago. As the climax approaches, Willow and her guardians must stand together against impossible odds. Their magic, their hearts, their very souls are tested. The final confrontation with the Hollow Thorn is not won by force alone, but by unity, by surrendering ego, by choosing love, even in the face of annihilation. The final pages of the book are electric with emotion. Willow, now no longer a victim of her past, stands radiant in her strength. She is no longer the woman who was nearly sacrificed. She is the woman who became a storm, a fire, a force of nature. The Guardians, each forever changed by their bond with her, do not fade into her shadow. They rise beside her, not as protectors, but as partners. Gift from the tree ends not with a tidy bough, but with a horizon. The threat has passed, but the scars remain. The realm begins to heal, but darkness always finds cracks to slip through. The story is not over. And that is the greatest gift of all, hope, earned through pain and perseverance. This book is not just fantasy. It is a metaphor for rebirth, for the way women rebuild themselves after being broken, for the fire that waits in all of us to be kindled, with lyrical prose, rich world-building, and deeply human characters. Willa Rae has created a realm that lingers long after the final word is heard.